Peace, y'all. Peace, peace. Welcome back to my channel. This is Brittany. So happy to have you here with me again today. If you are new, welcome. I'm so grateful for you joining in on my frequency today. As usual, I have another transmission from Source to provide. And just know that this transmission is filled with light codes, with activations, with frequencies that are specific for you, that you are needing, your soul is needing at this time through these words. So please make sure that you're listening with your heart. This is going out to a large collective, so it's also important that you use your discernment. Not everything is for everybody, um, but please take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You are standing at the threshold of a great unveiling, not just in the outer world, but within your own being. The illusions that once held your identity are beginning to dissolve. The masks, the roles, the shoulds, they are no longer sustainable in the light you are becoming. This is why it may feel like everything is being stripped away. You are not losing yourself, you are meeting yourself, the internal, sovereign, radiant self that has been waiting to rise. Do not be afraid of the unraveling. The threads falling apart are not the ones meant to last. What is meant for you will never require you to abandon your truth to belong. You are not here to keep peace through silence. You are here to bring peace through embodiment by honoring your voice, your boundaries, your sacred no, and your sovereign yes. Let the world see you, the real you, the soft, powerful, wild, knowing you. You don't have to be perfect to be impactful. Your authenticity is the transmission. Every time you choose love over fear, alignment over attachment, presence over performance, you ripple a new frequency across the grid of earth. And so I say to you, be still when you are called to rest. Speak when you are called to truth. And rise when you are called to lead. The earth does not need more perfection. She needs more of you, whole, awake, and home within yourself. And so it is. Wow. Authenticity wins every single time. Every single time. From a child, we were taught to wear a mask. From a child, we were taught to be something who we truly were not. From a child, we were taught what is acceptable in this world and society and what is not. And we learned that wearing a mask was more important than being authentic to our true self. That I can tell you that it's time to take that mask off if you haven't already. This is your permission. Source is giving you the permission to release yourself from whoever you thought that you were and to step into who you know that you are. This is the time you need you. The world needs you to be you. Imagine a world where everyone was just themselves, never needing to perform, never needing to look for validation outside of themselves, never looking for approval from anyone else except for approval from themselves. Imagine a world where that was the case, where everyone was whole, no one was lacking, everyone was sovereign, truly within themselves. That is the world that we are moving towards, that we are ushering in very, very quickly. But it requires for each and every one of us to do exactly what Source said: rest when we are called to be still, speak when we are called to truth, and rise when we are called to lead. Because all of those moments is when our soul is speaking to us, telling us this is the time to speak. Speak your truth. Don't shy away. Have no fear of judgment. Have no fear of being seen. Have no fear, because fear is not real. You are meant to rise. Through you rising, you show others that it's okay for them to be themselves, that it is okay to rise, that it is okay for them to share and shine their own light. You don't need to force, you don't need to ask anyone to become. All you need to do is you become that in which you desire to become. You become that light, you become that leader. And through being that leader, you inspire others to be more of themselves, for them to feel like it's okay for me to be me. I don't need to wear this mask any longer. I can absolutely take it off and I will be accepted, not because I'm looking for acceptance from others, but because I'm now accepting myself for who I truly am. Resting is so important. At times, we can feel like we always need to just go, 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 do, because that is something that we have been conditioned to be. Not because that is what our soul is wanting for us to do, but that is because we have taken on this responsibility of what others feel we are meant to do in order to succeed, in order to be successful, in order to be abundant. And that is not true. One of the biggest falsities of this entire construct. It is okay to rest. It is okay to be still. It is okay to take time for you, away from others, so that you can recenter, so that your cup can be full, so that you can fully be in alignment with self, because that's the most important thing to be in alignment with. When you're in alignment with your soul, everything else flows to you effortlessly and with ease. And this is a place where Source is asking us all to be at this time. Do not be afraid of the unraveling. The threads falling apart are not the ones meant to last. What is meant for you will never require you to abandon your truth to belong. Don't think that you need to perform or be someone else or something that you're not in order to achieve what you desire. Because I can tell you that whatever it is that you receive from not being yourself will never be lasting, and it will not bring you peace. It may bring you subtle happiness, temporary happiness, but peace at the end of the day is what we are all truly desiring to have. And it's something that not many are able to say that they have achieved in their lifetime, but you have the ability to do that through simply aligning with your true self. So, you now working on yourself, releasing the old patterns, the habits, the programmings, and the conditionings and the belief systems is what gets you closer and closer and closer to becoming your authentic self in a human body, your spirit inside of a human body, and being completely balanced with your human side and with your spiritual side. Something that my guides told me is that at times, what happens is that we can toggle between one or the other, where we are more in our human than we are in our spiritual. And then when we have our spiritual awakening, we tend to move more into the side of being spiritual and abandoning our human essence and shunning that side of ourself. But the real key, the infinite key, is the balance, is finding that balance, enjoying your human experience without neglecting your soul, understanding that your mind and your ego is created in this construct, and knowing when it's communicating with you and allowing your heart to speak louder, allowing your intuition, your divine feminine energy to come into play. Balancing the masculine with the feminine. That is what we all are being asked to do at this time. This is why it may feel like everything is being stripped away. The masks, the roles, the shoulds, they're no longer sustainable in the light that you are becoming, which is true. See, the new earth, the higher level of consciousness, it's nothing but love. Love, infinite love, where you see someone else and you just have love for them. You understand what they've gone through, you understand their emotions, you understand their struggles, you understand, and you love them unconditionally, regardless. But it first takes you loving yourself unconditionally, regardless of any mistakes you've made, regardless of who you used to be, regardless of the fears that were instilled in you, regardless of anything, that you forgive yourself and you move forward knowing who you truly are. And you stand in that, 10 toes down in that. That's all that you are being asked to do at this time. I love you all so very much. I thank each and every one of you for joining me again today, for tapping in with my frequency, and for showing up for yourself. Just know that you are loved, you are cherished, you are powerful, you are divine, you are whole. You have everything that you need within you. You are abundant, you are courageous, you are compassionate, you are strong, you are capable. Make sure that you tell yourself all of those things today and every day. And I will look forward to seeing each and every one of you again in the next transmission, in the next channeled message tomorrow. I love you all. Peace. Have a wonderful day.